breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in. I'm on my way, y'all. So put your shades on, this light's so bright, it's blinding. I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love. Breaking free, I'm breaking ground. I can't explain this thing I found. The clouds have moved on. I got my groove on. This pep in my steps infectious. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been shit out of luck. I've been wondering what is up with me. And then I realize it's up to me to decide. I can just be radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love.
You, irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto yourself everything, absolutely anything and everything that you desire. Good morning. Happy New Year. It's 2021. This is our first Sunday celebration of the new year. And we are so happy that you have brought your consciousness right here to the New Thought Spiritual Center. I'm Reverend Jay Willick. I'm the senior minister here at NTSC, and we are so relieved to move on to a new year, yes? Greatness. Well, we have some great things in store for you. We're going to do a ritual this morning that is going to rid us of 2020 forever, not just by the timeline, not just by where the sun and the moon are in the universe here, but in our hearts, in our minds, in our consciousness, both sub and super consciousness. We're going to do that this morning, as well as hear some great music, have some prayer, bring forth our affirmative incantation for the morning and for the week. But first, let's talk about why the New Thought Spiritual Center is at all. So watch with me the Statement of Principles video, and it'll let you know. The 2021 theme is awakening. And for January, our theme is believe
Our
it.
purpose is to reveal the divinity in you by awakening our heart, mind, and imagination to the universal creative force within. Our vision is to vibrate at the speed of the divine, experiencing our best self by being a clear, luminous, and dynamic force for good, with love always being the answer. And our mission, to use the principles and tools of the science of mind and spirit, new thought, neuroscience, and ancient wisdom to bust through, soar, and zoom into our greatest life, sharing that gift with all.
Now, as we always do, we are highlighting one of our statement of principles for the month of January. And of course, we're going to start with our purpose statement. And our purpose statement, as it said in the video, is reveal the divinity in you. And that's why we're here. That's why each of us is here, to reveal that divinity that is within each and every one of us. We're going to do a lot of that today and bring you forth into your divine self from this moment forward. I want to do a little quick prayer, and then we're going to jump right into our sacred part of the service. So if you would take a deep breath with me, close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you, and just listen to these words that are brought into each of our lives by the power and presence of the divine love, the divine intelligence, God. It is here with us, within us, each of us representing it for the world, for our time, for the universe. In this representation, we give this life service. We give this life prosperity. We give this life health. And as we give, so too do we receive. And so I open this Sunday celebration with this knowing, being in gratitude for this knowing, and being heart-filled because of this knowing. I release this word as it goes to the law of cause and effect, that goes to the universe to bring forth into my experience these words, these ideas, these principles. As together we say, and so it is. So I'm going to ring the bell, and then we're going to step into a video that explains a little bit about what we're going to do in this part of the celebration this morning, and then I will step in and we will do it together. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to ring in the bell 3 times. Now watch.
You see, the soul is meant, friends, to feel spacious. Your soul is meant and designed to feel a sense of openness and an expansion, to feel an aliveness of the spirit. So the question is, what do you need to release?
That was the Reverend Sylvia Sumpter from Unity of Washington, D.C. This morning, we're going to do a burning bowl ceremony for 2020. But first, I want us to take a few moments to center ourselves in the loving embrace of Mother Earth and divine love of the cosmos. So go ahead and close your eyes just for a moment. Put your feet on the ground or put them cross-legged. Open your arms and your hands and your heart. Feel the energy from the Mother Gaia coming up through your feet, up your legs, around to the bottom of your torso, the bottom of your spine, sacred first chakra energy center, and allow that energy to flow down back to the earth, back to the center of this planet. And feel that vibration, that energy in its revolution from the center of the earth through you back down. And now allow the cosmic energy from the universe all around us, as well as above us, to enter from the top of our heads, flowing down like the rays of the sun, like fresh water from a bucket, flowing down, down, around, through our bodies, from our heads to our shoulders, down our arms, out our fingers, this energy glows through our heart and fills up our entire body with this cosmic energy, this divine intelligence and love. Take a deep breath. Release. Take a deep breath and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Release through your mouth. Go ahead to breathe normally, knowing as you inhale, God is. As you exhale, I am. You are. Fire is a powerful element for transformation. It can heat your food or burn down your house. It's a source for destruction, but it is also a force of creation and purification. We can be engulfed in the flames or on fire with inspiration. The ancients acknowledged the raw power of fire and infused this element with prayer, intention, and reverence. As we have crossed the bridge to 2021, let us let go of any residual negative beliefs, emotions, or unhealthy relationships that do not serve our greatest good. Let us also remove any fear of change and release all resistance to reveal the divinity within and vibrate at the speed of the divine. By allowing our higher self and source to take over where our mind's fears and old beliefs once were. The Burning Bowl ceremony is an ancient transformative ritual. It helps to build new neural pathways, coming across all those old ones that have formed because of negative thought forms and bad mental habits. And we'll see some smoke, and that symbolizes the letting go of the past and releasing its grasp on our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences, allowing that energy to rise to spirit, to rise to the universe for recycling. You may also hear some music flowing, water flowing in the background. You see that picture of water flowing. As the embers cool on today's burning bowl ceremony and the smoke clears, the river of faith will wash the clean bowl. Wash it clean. And so now I will light our candle for this ceremony. So please open your eyes. For at this time, I want you to watch as well as hear of what's going on. So let's take a deep breath together and welcome the Burning Bowl ceremony to this Sunday celebration, to this time, to this place, to this year, to this life that we are living. Our first of 4 burnings is a release of those who have hurt us. So I want you to think of a name or names of someone who has hurt you. And I want you to place this name in your heart. I know this isn't fun to remember such names. But if one comes up, it means you possibly have not released that yet. So right now, with your hand on your heart and that name floating in the air, let us release this relationship. I now release all past pain moments to make room for the desires of my higher self. I now forgive and release all who have hurt me, listed here, not listed here, remembered or not remembered. Because right now I energetically release you all fully and completely so that I am free to fully manifest all of my desires. As I see the smoke from the fire and the energy of discontent, fear, and victimhood being released to spirit, to source, to God, to wherever. I forgive anyone and everyone that has not already been fully forgiven. I bless them to their highest and to their furthest. So as I watch the paper burn and feel the total release of all resistance, I am free. I am unlimited. And now I move on, the past gone forever, the hurt gone forever. And I let my higher self and source take over where my mind's fear and pain once was. I am filled with renewed life, here, now, and forever. Take a deep breath with me and release it as we release these names from our heart. Now I'd like to ask you to place into your heart any shame, blame, or regret you may have. You can name one or many, and then listen as we release these experiences. I am letting go of any remaining shame and regret, old emotions, old beliefs about myself, as well as any fear or tendency to resist change. I choose to let my higher self and source take over where my mind's fear once was. I choose to nurture my relationship with my higher self and source, and to fill my heart and soul with renewed life and energy. I am moving forward into a life of being fully authentic, and I am standing tall in who I really am. I release any past shame, blame, or regret, and I forgive myself, as I know that Source supports me completely, lovingly, and without judgment. As I see the smoke from the fire, I see the energy of my past shame and regret being released to spirit, to source, to God, to the divine. And I will never look back at these moments consciously or subconsciously. I am burning these moments of my past mind-led life and live fully and completely from my heart, soul, and higher self. I am stepping into a brand new world, and I welcome change with ease, knowing that Source always has my back. Take a deep breath and release. Many old beliefs and decisions seem to rob us of our power to grow. So I want you to place your hand on your heart, and I want you to name one or many if you have them, and listen as we release these ideas of old beliefs and decisions, and watch them burn in the flames of faith. I am letting go right now, right here and right now, of my old beliefs and decisions, making room for new beliefs and decisions. I make this choice of freedom to create my best life. And letting go of these old beliefs and decisions, I am now opening up to the power of inspiration, insight, wisdom and divine love. This divine urge in me grows as these old beliefs and decisions burn. I see the fire and smoke take these old beliefs and decisions up to source to cleanse and release them permanently. I am releasing these old beliefs and decisions. I let go. I am healed and renewed. I am transforming my life. I open my heart to love, and I am blessed with peace and joy. And so now I declare to Source to take what I am releasing and send it to the light to heal and transmute. I free these old beliefs and decisions from my conscious and subconscious to open up to my true divine purpose of love, joy, peace, health, prosperity. I remember who I truly am. I am a divine and eternal spiritual being with wisdom and power to step into my life, new beliefs, new decisions, a new life, prosperity, love, health, guidance, ease. Take a deep breath and release. And so I now cross to the other side of that bridge to the path, ever leaving it. As I place a variety of thoughts, pains, feelings, and beliefs that are common to many into the bowl, I know they represent the release of ideas that haven't been mentioned or thought of at this moment. And I just allow them to burn, to smoke, to be rid of in our life. As we continue the final moments of this ceremony, where I am letting go of any remaining old beliefs, old emotions, old relationships that were unhealthy, that no longer serve me, as well as any fears or tendencies to resist change. I choose to let my higher self and source take over where my mind's control and fear once was. I choose to nurture my relationship with my higher self and source and to fill me with renewed life and energy. I burn the bridge that always seemed to be available to return to that which does not serve my best life. It is now behind me, and I choose to move forward. The path of freedom is here and now. I have burned this symbol of the old bridge, and I leave behind any old pain, decisions, beliefs, and regret. I am letting go and being free. I am stepping into a new world, and I welcome change and relax, knowing that Source will always, always have my back. I will never have these past moments, consciously or subconsciously, hold a vibrational effect on my life, nor an ability to be in my life. And thus, I regain my full ability in mind, in heart, and consciousness to manifest my greatest life. I'm fully and completely allowing my beliefs to be led from my heart and soul and higher self, making a full commitment to nurture my relationship with Source and be spirit-led from this moment forward for the rest of my life. I am fully cleansed with love and grace and excited to step into this new life of connection with my higher self and Source. That which is within me, that which is around me, that which supports me all day, every day, all time. So now take a deep breath with me and allow gratitude to flood in as we awaken to our new year, our new vision of life. A life lived well, a life vibrant, a life vital, prosperous, and abundant. A life full of love and peace of mind. Take a deep breath. Allow this to come in. Allow this to be. In great gratitude, we release this ceremony, knowing it has done its job. And we are steeped in the heart of the divine love. As together we say, and so it is, amen, amen, hallelujah. And release. Slowly open your eyes if you haven't already. How was that? Did you feel that release? Do you accept that release? Answer with a resounding yes, so that your neighbors hear yes coming out through your window. And now let's step into our affirmative incantation for the week. It's the perfect time to affirm exactly what we're going to know all week. So we're going to pop that up there, and I'll read it to you, and you can read along. Steeped in the wisdom of the ages, I humbly awaken to the inspiration. The greatest ideas of my life are now downloading into me. When ancient mystics tell me I am one with the divine, I believe it. When the modern mystics lay out the tools and practices to rise up to my best, I believe it. When the universe lets me know its power lies within me, ready to be used to manifest health, freedom, love, prosperity, peace, and tranquility, I believe it. In this new year, I hereby resolve to evolve. I hereby provoke to become woke. I hereby break through into the new. Roused, revived, enlivened, and energized. I awaken to the wisdom of the ages and shape my world and my experiences with power and grace. Every day, every morning, when you first wake up, every evening, before you close your eyes, read that. Absorb that. Allow that to become your life. And I tell you, if not by next Sunday, probably earlier, you're going to feel the effects of this affirmative incantation. I'd like to bring some music into our lives right now from the Prince of Egypt, When You Believe.
We are not afraid. All
it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. When you believe. Oh, hope is great. It's hard to get. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. You will when you believe. They will always happen when you ask. And it's easy to give in to your fear. But when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way clear through the rain. Oh, but still, resilient voice says hope is very near. When you believe, hope is rare. It's hard to heal. Who knows what miracles you can achieve? Just believe. Just believe when you believe.
When you believe. Ernest Holmes wrote in this thing called You, one of the greatest books in the New Thought lexicon. You are one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, this original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air. There is something in you telling you this, like a voice echoing from the some mountaintop of inward vision, like a light whose origin no man has seen, like an impulse welling up from some invisible source. As I said in the beginning, our theme this year is awakening. To me, that was the natural evolution of where we, as this community, will move forward. Because after working on our perception of how life works all year in 2020, it is time to awaken to these perceptions, to solidify them in all we think, feel, and do. And each month, we will explore the path to our awakening. And that path might be loving it, observing it and decluttering it, connecting, expanding, and authenticating it, and much more. This month is believe it, believing the wisdom of the thing itself. Call it God, call it the universe, call it spirit, divine love, divine intelligence, source, whatever you want to call it. This thing we are talking about is you. This thing called you, the divine that is within you, expressing itself through you, through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your beliefs, through your actions, through your experiences. Our fundamental principles are an ageless amalgamation of many spiritual traditions and mystics. And these people have tapped into the infinite eternal gnosis, the eternal knowledge of universal love. And they each have tapped into it in their own special way, through poetry, through many different ways of writing, storytelling. And these are part of these principles that have come through the ages. And let me read a few of them to you. We believe in a divine intelligence. Call it what you will, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. It manifests itself in and through all creation. We believe in the incarnation of that intelligence in everyone and everything, and that all people are incarnations of that one spirit. We believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding, empowered by this loving intelligence within. What does all that mean? What I've been telling you, what I've been saying, what we pray with, that the divine mind, the divine intelligence, divine love that surrounds us, that created everything and everyone in all time, is a power, a source that is within us, that reveals itself through us, as us, with us. And following these principles is a full body experience. Whether we're talking about the principles of our teaching or the principles of the New Thought Spiritual Center, it is a full body experience. It takes the logical mind, the open heart, a faith, an enlightenment through alignment, a willingness to transform and transcend, and an eager awakening to the truth of how the universe works. Back to some Ernest Holmes. In his Sermon by the Sea in 1959, he wrote, "Others will rise who will know more than we do. They won't be better or worse. They will be different and know more than we do." Evolution is forward, a most direct importation of divine wisdom that incorporates the precepts of Jesus, Yeshua, and Emerson, and Buddha, and all the rest of the wise. Again, there's Ernest Holmes telling us, like I said before, more will come. More wisdom will arise. It may not be something you hear or read, but something that you intuit. It doesn't necessarily just come to the mystics. It's also not just about attending Sunday services, although please continue to attend and bring your consciousness to these Sunday celebrations, or classes or workshops, or even reading about the teaching or teachings. It's about showing up for and with yourself, and taking hold of your personal responsibility with traits like honor and purpose. We honor the ancestry of our teaching by acknowledging the alchemy, the recipe, the mix of all the universal wisdoms that have shown up, embodying and using them in our lives. And these are wisdoms that move us forward, that are constructive and loving. We're not talking about any sort of dogmatism or any kind of authority that is generated from some alleged revelations. It's not about authority. It's not about the person in charge, whatever that means, or whoever that may be, or some dogmatic reasonings. It's not about special information that is delivered only to the mystics or the metaphysicians. That's not true. You don't have to be in this philosophy or anything similar to this teaching to receive wisdom. For the universe knows not of our teaching in any difference from any other teaching that is love-centered. There's no secret product here, or special dispensation, or providence, or wisdom. It's not special, it's individualized. It's within us. And as we are ready and open to receive it, so it will come into our lives somehow, either through intuition, through somebody speaking about it, through watching something, reading something, hearing something somewhere. It is wisdom dispensed and available to all who reach out to receive and honor it. It's not honor in that you bow down to it. It's honor in that you place it into your life with respect and love. And welcoming this wisdom, awakening to the intuition of it, the inspiration from it, and being willing to evolve your mind and your heart, especially the whole package, actually, the whole divine matrix. Do you have a special quote or text? We come up with great quotes. I find great quotes for our talks and throughout our services and our celebrations. Do you have a special one? Maybe not one that I've read or brought to us. A timeless wisdom that you keep near you. If you don't, find one. You can use one of our affirmative incantations or wherever. Find one that you hold dear, so that even when you're working through your spiritual practice, even when you're working, period, you can look up and you can see that, or have it on your mirror and just see that as a reminder of the wisdom that is there available, and the wisdom to push your life forward. It causes you these kind of quotes to vibrate at the speed of the divine, to honor this powerful word. We awaken to it and use its gnosis, its knowledge, its words in revealing the divinity in each and every one of us. Another trait is openness. Openness is part of our mission in life. Grounding, centering, communing with Mother Earth and the energies of the cosmos. It opens us up to those divine impulses and urges of wisdom that is always calling us inward to that deeper part of ourselves. It's always calling us, that divine urge, it is sometimes called. We prepare ourselves by cultivating the consciousness of humility. Now, Not humility to make you feel small. Humility in letting go of any spiritual arrogance or bloated nothingness out of the path of evolution, of transformation, of transcendence. We can get a little spiritually arrogant. Oh, well, my teaching teaches love. And it's not about that. It's about expressing it, not being it because somebody else isn't. So when we get our bloated nothingness out of our thoughts and feelings and beliefs and our spiritual arrogance out of our heart, we are opening ourselves up to wisdom, to using that wisdom in our lives and perceiving that wisdom beyond our current perspective. Being open to the new thing that the universe is doing in, as, and through us, and all beings for that matter. It's all one. It's all happening in all beings to the degree that they allow it. In this openness that we have, we bust through, soar and zoom out of our old perceptions and perspectives that have held us back and leave it burned in a ceremonial bowl of release and removal, like we just did earlier. The next trait is visioning a vision, to envision and live a great life. Envisioning a vision. Visioning is a spiritual practice. Envisioning is taking this spiritual practice, whether it's visioning or prayer or just visualization or any of those. Envisioning that means we embody that. Visioning is an opening of our heart and minds to allow inspiration to come in from spirit, from the universe. And envisioning that is placing that into our consciousness of experiences that are showing up now. Our declarations, our revelations of our next experiences. Now, here's a different take on that caterpillar to butterfly metamorphosis story and its relation to inner wisdom, transformation, and transcending. It's from a book by Nori Huddle, and the book is called Butterfly. And she writes, the caterpillar's new cells are called imaginal cells. They resonate at a different frequency. They are so totally different from the caterpillar cells that his immune system thinks they are enemies and gobbles them up. Chop, chop, chop. But these new imaginal cells continue to appear, more and more of them. And pretty soon, the caterpillar's immune system cannot destroy them fast enough. More and more of the imaginal cells survive. And then an amazing thing happens. The little tiny, lonely imaginal cells start to clump together into friendly little groups. They all resonate together at the same frequency, passing information from one to another. Then after a while, another amazing thing happens. The clumps of imaginal cells start to cluster together, a long string of clumping and clustering imaginal cells, all resonating at the same frequency, all passing information from one to another there inside the chrysalis. A wave of good news travels throughout the system, lurches and heaves, but not yet a butterfly. Then at some point, the entire long string of imaginal cells suddenly realizes altogether that it is something different from the caterpillar, something new, something wonderful. And in that realization is the shout of the birth of the butterfly. Since the butterfly now knows that it is a butterfly, the little tiny imaginal cells no longer have to do all those things individual cells have to do. And now they are part of a multi-celled organism, a family who can share the work. Each new butterfly cell can take on a different job. There is something for everyone to do, and everyone is important. And each cell begins to do just that very thing it is the most drawn to do. And every other cell encourages it to do just that. A great way to organize a butterfly. A great way to organize a nation, a world. A great way to organize a life. Knowing that those inspirations, those imaginal cells of inspiration can step into our lives as we allow them. I invite you to have a conversation with the wisdom you hear, read, and learn. Cultivate this field of consciousness that is coming to you, coming into your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs. And let these wisdoms impress and inform. Let them inspire and evolve your life. When we know that we know what we know, and we put it in our lives as a practice, setting our previous ideas aside and becoming aware and conscious of the impressive universal spirit and infinite possibilities, then our access to this infinite wisdom, to this infinite love and intelligence increases. And it turns into a readiness within us for it to flow through us, as us, and with us. John of Salisbury wrote, "One who comprehends truth is wise. One who loves it, good. One who orders his or her life in accordance with it, happy. And may I add, healthy, prosperous." When I want to learn something, I use the mental powers in my brain mind. When I want to embody something or heal myself, I use the spiritual and emotional powers in my heart mind. All are guided. All of these ideas, these functions are guided by the enteric mind, the intuitive. The gut is where the wisdom enters. The brain is where the wisdom computes. And the heart is where the wisdom lives and expresses itself. From Words That Heal Today, Ernest Holmes writes, "The spiral of life is upward. Evolution carries us forward, not backward. Eternal and progressive expansion is its law, and there are no breaks in its continuity. It seems to me that our evolution is the result of the unfolding consciousness of that which already is and need but to be realized to become, in fact, a fact of everyday life. Let us not use 2020 as a headwind holding us back. Let us use it as a tailwind pushing us forward. When our purpose is strong and meaningful, we will always be the wiser. When we have a mission that is bold and brave, we will always be the wiser. And when our vision is clear and forward moving, we will forever be the wiser. Thank you so much. Namaste. Ever the wiser we are, ever the wiser we shall be every moment, every day from this time forward. Let us know together in this moment that we invite the wisdom of the ages into our hearts, into our minds, into all parts of the divine matrix, knowing that divine love and intelligence feeds our soul with the greatest information. And we take this information and reveal it into our lives, into our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences. We do this now forevermore. In great gratitude and thanksgiving, releasing this word of knowing and declaration and revealing. As together we say, and so it is. So now it's time for our conscious contributions, our conscious giving, our love offerings. And I invite you now to either take the time to go to the website or these various places that you'll see up in the screen in a moment and donate some of your treasure to the vision of this spiritual center, your spiritual center, so that we may move forward in 2021, not only in this venue, but back in person for those who are in the area when that time has come. So you can see, you can go to, let me take a look. I can't read that. Oh, okay. So there's a way you can do it by mail. We're happy to accept checks at our office, and there's the address right there. You can do it through PayPal. You can go to our website, newthoughtsc.org, and there's a donate button in the top right-hand corner. You can go to paypal.me/newthoughtsc, takes you directly to your PayPal account, and it'll go then into our account. Or you can Venmo us, excuse me, at New Thought Spiritual Center, and it'll arrive and bring to us everything that you want to reveal in the New Thought Spiritual Center. So let us know together, put your hand on your heart if you would, and let us know that divine love consecrates this gift, my gift. It goes forth to reveal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God, that the divine, that the creation is the source and substance of my supply. And so I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, my spiritual center, the New Thought Spiritual Center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And I'll know right here, right now, for each and every one of us, that these love offerings go exactly where they need to go to build, to sustain, to rise up the New Thought Spiritual Center. And with great thanksgiving and gratitude, I release this word and I accept these love offerings. As together we say, and so it is. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have a couple minutes left and a song to hear and to leave you with on this first Sunday of 2021. It's been a blessing to have you with us. And oh, look at there. You can social media us. Join us on social media right here on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe, follow, like. We're on Twitter. Twitter is the social media for twins. Twitter and or Instagram. Follow, like, comment. I take a look at that most days, and I'll certainly answer you. You can messenger me if you would like some spiritual mind treatment or spiritual counseling. I or one of our ministers or practitioners will get back to you, and we'll bring our knowledge, our inspiration, our clarity to your life and know the truth with, for, and as you. Thank you, Steve Apperson. He's there in the background, pushing buttons and directing our celebration this morning. We want to thank the lovely Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston for bringing their talent and their inspiration to this world, to this universe, to this time, and having recorded it so that we can be inspired by that. And of course, all who were part of and writing the Prince of Egypt music. So fabulous. And thank you again for joining us. We'll be back next week for more in our month of Believe It and in our year of awakening. So let us now together know that there is one mind. This mind is within each and every one of us, and we take a deep breath, knowing that God is, source is, I am, releasing these breaths into the universe, into the world, bringing oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. I am this source and substance. And with eyes closed or eyes open, it matters not, for my heart is open to these words, to these feelings, to these ideas that I have burned the past. I have burned the pain. It is removed from my conscious, my subconscious, my heart, and my life. And I move forward, focusing on the new, focusing on the transformation, the transcendence that has occurred this morning. I am renewed in the revelation of the divine within me. I am renewed in the divine love that supports me. I am renewed in the belief that prosperity and abundance, that health and love and kindness and respect and character surrounds me. That love and peace and ease surrounds me. That all I need to know shows up around me, through me, in me, with me. And I go forward with this knowledge, with this inspiration, with this love and transformation to transcend my life to its greatness, to optimize my life to its best, to love my life just because it is. With great gratitude, I know this, I live this, I believe this, I am this. These words, this inspiration. I am always the wiser, ever the wiser from this moment forward. As together we say, and so it is. Amen, Omain, abracadabra, hallelujah, namaste, everyone. I leave you with some music from Paloma Faith. Have a most fabulous week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Nobody can tell ya there's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be nowhere, the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going just to do your thing.